Hello everyone, this is Al, Red Sox fan, coming to you from Al, Red Sox fan YouTube channel. Hope all is well. We're going to bring you some PC Replay Baseball from the Memorable Matchups League. The game we are showcasing, the 1928 New York Yankees taking on the 2000 New York Yankees. We're also going to show you the simulcast for the rest of the day. Updates on scores, and possibly cut into different games if our game does not go well. Both the 28 Yankees and the 2000 Yankees are 3-2. George Pipgras will be on the mound for the 1928 Yanks. Roger Clemens, the Rocket, will be up on the hill for the 2000 Yanks. Joining us here at Yankee Stadium, Pesky Pole. Hope all is well, my friend. This will be a PC versus PC game. I only manage the 67 Red Sox in this league. Your starting lineups for the 1928 Yankees powerhouse team: Earl Combs in center, Mark Koenig at short, Babe Ruth in right, Lou Gehrig's the cleanup hitter, he'll play first, Bob Musil in left, Tony Push-em-up Lazzeri at second base, Joe Dugan at third, Pat Collins is the catcher, and there's a DH because they're playing in New York in 2000, so there's a DH. For the 28 Yankees, the DH is Benny Benhoff. On the mound, George Pipgras. For the 2000 New York Yankees, leading off, Chuck Knobloch at second, Derek Jeter at short, Paul O'Neill in right, the cleanup hitter, Bernie Williams in center field, Tino Martinez at first, Jorge Posada does the catching, Ricky Don't Lose My Number Leday, designated hitter, Scott Brocious at third, Shane Spencer in left. The Cubs, the Bears, has joined us here at Yankee Stadium. Hope all is well to the Great White Shark. Let's get to the ballpark. Again, this will be PC versus PC. I'm just going to call the game. There's beautiful Yankee Stadium. So Clemens on the mound. He has a 3-range defense, 44 error rating. Behind the plate, Posada's a 3-range. The higher the number for the catcher, the better. The lower the number in the infield, the better. The higher the number for range in the outfield, the better. That's the only quirky thing about this game. They didn't keep it one way. Posada, 2-arm, 46 error. At first base, Martinez, 2-range, 54 error. You want that error number higher. Knobloch's a 4-range, 35 error. Jeter's a 3-range, 42 error at short. Brocious, 2-range, 43 error at third. Shane Spencer, I remember when he came up, he was hitting home run after home run. I don't know, I would say it was in the year 2000. He went on to go play for the Mets a little later on in his career. Shane Spencer, 3-range, 3-arm, 45 error. Bernie Williams, 4-range, 2-arm, 66 error, so he doesn't make errors in center. Paul O'Neill, 5-range, that's tremendous, 4-arm, 56 error. Sports Time Machine has joined us. Hope all is well. Check out his wonderful channel. It says, looks like a win for the Yanks. One of these Yanks, that's for sure. Our other games, starting off in the top of the first, we have Houston and Kansas City, Milwaukee, and the Los Angeles Dodgers. It doesn't show the years, so I can't really remember the years. I do know that this is the St. Louis, I believe that's a 67 St. Louis. No, maybe that's the, they have 3 St. Louis teams in this memorable matchup league. But we can go to them at any time. Let's stick with this game right now. Earl Combs batting .318, no homers, 3 ribbies. Clemens is ready. The pitch to the left-hand batting Combs. Combs makes contact. Line drive, single to center. Bernie Williams will not make an error. You can't get higher than a 66. So he fields it, throws it back in towards the infield. A red die roll of 1 or 2 is more beneficial to the pitcher. The better the pitcher, the better result. Doesn't mean you can't give up a hit, but it's more beneficial to the pitcher. Red die rolls of 3 and 6 are more beneficial to the hitter. Again, the better the hitter, the better chance of a better result. A red die roll of 4 is infield defense. A red die roll of 5, pitcher control. Bases, Combs at first for Mark Koenig. Koenig batting 200. Corners playing in, looking for the bunt. Clemens peeks to first, now in at Posada. The pitch to Koenig. He's going to put the bunt down. Bunts it back to Clemens. Clemens is going to go for the lead runner. Nope, he elects to retire the batter. He thought about going to second, went to Martinez instead, got the sure out. 1 out, Combs at second. And here's the Sultan of SWAT, the Bambino, George Herman Babe Ruth. Ruth with 4 homers and 6 ribbies early in this season. Clemens looks in at the Bambino. The pitch to Ruth. Ruth works a walk. So Ruth occupies first. Combs still at second. Double play will get Clemens out of the inning, but he must face the Iron Horse Lou Gehrig. Gehrig batting .412. No homers, 3 ribbies, trying to put the 28 Yankees on top. 2,000 Yankees infield looking for 2. Posada sets the target. Here's the pitch from Clemens to Gehrig. Fly ball center field. Bernie Williams Camps makes the catch, 2 away. Combs and Ruth retreat back to their bags. 2 outs, 2 on for Bob Musil. Musil batting .182. He does have 2 ribbies. Clemens deals quickly to the right-hand batting Musil. Musil lines to Jeter at short. The 28 Yankees threaten but do not score, so Clemens gets out of it. So far, you can see, let's check out. Bases loaded, top of the first. Let's go to this game.
Philadelphia.
So we're in Philadelphia. This would be the 2017 Dodgers and the 1980 Phillies. They have bases loaded, 2 outs. This game here, Houston, 2017 Astros, 1980 Kansas City Royals.
Now let's head out to Los Angeles for a replay update.
58 Milwaukee Braves, 63 Los Angeles Dodgers.
And now let's get an update from New York.
The 28 St. Louis Cardinals and the 2000 New York Mets.
Let's head out to St. Louis
Now,
for a replay update.
St. Louis. We have the 1930 St. Louis Cardinals and the 1967 St. Louis Cardinals. I believe Bob Gibson's on the mound for that one. Let's get back to the game that we were showcasing. Bottom of the first, no score. And let's make sure it is AI versus AI. So Chuck Knobloch to lead things off against George Pipgras. Pipgras has a 3 defensive range on the mound, 34 error. Collins behind the plate, 4 range, 4 arm, 25 error. Gehrig at first, 3 range, 33 error. Lazzeri at second, 3 range, 26 error. Koenig, well, he's going to make an error if it comes up because he has an 11 error rating and a 3 range. Dugan at third, 4 range, 26 error. Musil in left, 3 range, 5 arm, 32 error. Combs in center, 4 range, 2 arm, 31 error. Ruth in right, 3 range, 4 arm, 35 error. So not really a stellar fielding team for the 28 Yankees. Not horrible, but just not stellar. Knobloch batting .409. Pipgras deals to Knobloch. Knobloch swings the stick, grounds it to Lazzeri. Over to Gehrig, 1 down. Yankees throw it around the infield. Pipgras with the ball. Back up on the perch. He'll face Derek Jeter. Jeter batting .318 with a ribby. Pipgras, the righty, looks in at Collins. He rocks and deals to Jeter. Swing and a miss. 2 outs. Pipgras looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Will face the intense one, Paulie O'Neill. O'Neill batting .250, a homer and 5 ribbies, left-handed stick. Collins sets up inside. Pipgras is ready to work, looking at jam O'Neill. Pitch homeward bound to Paulie. O'Neill fights off the inside pitch, flares it to left for a 2-out single. Inning stays alive. O'Neill looking to steal here. Try to get in scoring position for Bernie Williams. He needs higher than a 46. He's got it. Possible throwing error by Collins. Collins does not throw it into the outfield. But O'Neill's in scoring position with that stolen base. Excellent job by Koenig blocking that ball. O'Neill will be off on contact. Bernie Williams, 300 batting average, no homers, 2 ribbies. Looking for his 3rd ribby or more in this situation. The pitch to Williams. He'll work a walk. So Pipgras in a little 2-out trouble. 2 out, 2 on for the 2000 Yankees. Tino Martinez steps to the plate. Houston's up 2-0 in the top of the 2nd over Kansas City. The Mets are up 2-0 in the top of the 2nd over the Cardinals. And the Dodgers are up 2-0 over the Phillies. Deuces gone wild. Here's the pitch to Tino Martinez from Pipgras. Ground ball to Lazzeri. Push him up. Tosses to the Iron Horse. The 2000 Yankees strand 2. We go to the top of the 2nd. Scoreless here in New York. Lazzeri will come to the plate. He'll face Clemens. Tony's batting .250 with a ribby. Clemens nods his head. The violent windup and the pitch to push him up Lazzeri. Lazzeri rips that shot deep to right field. O'Neill back at the track makes the catch, 1 down. Here's Joe Dugan, 3rd baseman for New York. Dugan batting .278, a homer and a ribby. Righty-righty matchup. Posada wiggles the fingers. Clemens nods his head. The leg kick and the delivery to Joe Dugan. Dugan chops it to short. Jeter comes in a few steps, fires to Martinez, 2 down. Base is empty for Pat Collins, the catcher. Collins batting .250, no homers, no ribbies. Right-handed stick. Posada pounds the mitt. Sets the target. The pitch from Clemens to Collins. Collins gets a pitch to grip and rip. Jumps on that fastball. That ball is high. That ball is... Well, if it's a 2 or better, it's gone. It's gone. High, deep, and gone. 1-0. 28 Yankees. So Pat Collins crushes that fastball. It just kept carrying out of the ballpark. 1-0 28 Yankees. The designated hitter Benny Benhoff steps to the plate, batting .250. Clemens needs to regroup here. The pitch to Benhoff. Chopper to 3rd. Brocious fields it. Clean throw to Martinez. Side is retired, but the home run by Collins gives the 28 Yankees a 1-0 lead. We go to the bottom of the 2nd. 2000 Yankees coming up. Jorge Posada will lead things off. Yankee catcher batting a gaudy .467, a homer and 5 ribbies. He awaits the Pipgras offering. Switch hitter batting lefty. The pitch to Jorge. Posada swings. Grounds it back to Pipgras, who tosses to Gehrig, 1 down. Ricky Ledee, the DH, is at the plate. Philadelphia is now taking a lead over the Dodgers, 3-2. Houston's up over the Royals, 3-0. In another Yankee-Yankee matchup, 1-0. Mets 2-0 over the Cardinals. And St. Louis versus St. Louis, no score. The pitch to Ricky Ledee. Leday sends it out to George Herman. Babe Ruth in right. Ruth on the run towards the line. Can he make the catch? He cannot. It drops in. He tries to smother the ball. Ruth does, holding Leday to a one-out single. Scott Brocious, the third baseman, comes to the plate. Brocious batting .316, 2 homers and 3 ribbies. 28 Yankee defense in the infield looking to turn 2. Pipgras to Brocious. Let's see if the outfield can make the play here. They will not. That's another single for the Yankees to left. Sinking line drive in front of Musil. Leday hits second base. He's going to head to third. No, he puts the brakes on Musil with a strong throw to Dugan. Leday just scrambles back to second. .2,000 Yankees looking to tie up the game. 1 out, 2 on. Leday at second. Brocious at first for Shane Spencer. A homer and 3 ribbies, batting .353. Pipgras picks up the sign from Collins. Pitch homeward bound to Shane Spencer. Spencer will send that ball to Tony Lazzeri, and it's off his glove on a diving attempt. Ricky Leday scores. We have a 1-1 game. Lazzeri looks at his glove as it went into right field. Still only 1 out. Brocious at second. Spencer at first, clapping his hands after knocking in the tying run. Top of the order, Chuck Knobloch. Knobloch grounded to second. The pitch to Chucky. That should be a double play, I believe. Nope, they can only get the force at second. Lazzeri couldn't turn it. Spencer went in hard, so 2 outs, runners on the corners. Smelly Wrestling Geek says, loving Pro Strategy Football 23 so far. Best American football game on PC right now. How you doing, Smelly Wrestling Geek? I knocked out Ryan Tannehill for the season playing as the Giants. Someone got all bent out of shape on Digital Dice Facebook group page. How can that happen? It's a game. It can happen. I'm playing the 2022 season. You don't know if he's going to get knocked out, do you? And it was kind of funny in my head. I was like, I'm putting a bounty on him and the running back Henry. Well, I got him. 2 outs, 1-1 ball game. Hope everyone's doing well on this early Saturday evening on the East Coast of the United States of America. Here's Derek Jeter. Jeter struck out. 2 outs, 2 on. The pitch from Pipgras to Jeter. 1-1 game. Jeter swings at a pitch low, grounds it to right side. Lazzeri bobbles it, but throws to Gehrig for the out. Yankees strand 2, but tie the game. Top of the third, knotted at 1 between the 28 New York Yankees and the 2000 New York Yankees. Earl Combs will lead things off. Take care, VL123. Thank you for stopping by, my friend. Combs singled in his first at-bat. The pitch from Clemens to Combs. That's going to be a line drive to left. Sinking line drive. Spencer tries to play it on the hop. He smothers the ball, holding Combs to a single. So Combs at first. Mark Koenig at the plate. He had a sac bunt. Will he sack again? No, he's going to swing the stick. Possible rare play here. Rare play. Oh, weather approaching. You got to be calling. You got to be nuts, please. Well, let's see. There will be... Okay. Weather forecast calls for a threat of rain. At the end of each half inning, an automatic check will be made to see if the game is called. So we might be going to another game. So we're going to have a weather check as light rain begins to fall. Here's the pitch to Koenig. Koenig swings the stick, grounds it to Clemens. Clemens only played to first to Martinez. 1 out, that's as good as a sacrifice. Combs moves to second. George Herman Babe Ruth steps at plate. He walked his first time against Clemens. The Rocket deals to the Bambino. The Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT, has a pitch to grip and rip. That ball is A line drive single. 2 through 6, it's a homer. They're going to wave Earl Combs, and he scores. O'Neill had a good throw, but Combs slides under the tag. Ruth doesn't get the homer. He does get the ribby. The 28 Yankees take a 2-1 lead. 1 out, Ruth at first for the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig, who flew to Williams in center. 2000 Yankees hoping to turn 2 in the infield. The pitch to Gehrig from Clemens. Fly ball to center field. Rinse and repeat. Bernie Williams makes the catch. Retreating back to first is Babe Ruth. 2 outs. Ruth will be off on contact. Bob Musil line to Jeter to end that inning. Clemens rubs up the baseball. Back up on the hill. The pitch to Musil. Clemens wanted the call. Posada wanted the call, but it's ball 4. Ruth advances to second on the free pass. Musil to first. 2 outs, 2 on, 2-1 ball game. 28 Yankees in the lead over the 2000 Yankees. Tony Push-em-up Lazzeri flew out to O'Neill. Clemens takes a deep, angry breath. He rocks and deals to Lazzeri. And Lazzeri works a walk. Ruth to third, Musil to second, Lazzeri to first on the free pass. 28 Yankees hoping to blow this game open here in the top of the third. No place to put Joe Dugan. Dugan grounded to short. Posada goes out to have a word with Clemens, now back behind the plate. Clemens takes a deep breath, arms down to his chest. He rocks and deals to Joe Dugan. Dugan swings the stick, grounds it back to Clemens. He knocks it down, tosses to Martinez. The side is retired. The 28 Yankees score 1, but leave them loaded. We go to the bottom of the third, 2-1, 1928 Yankees. Due up for the 2000 Yankees. Well, I don't get to see the batting order. But since I said that, let's go to the box score. It will be O'Neill, Williams, and Martinez. Paulie O'Neill singled. He's 1 for 1. The left-handed stick awaits the Pipgras offering. Pitch homeward bound. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch by Pipgras. 1 out, base is empty for Bernie Williams. Williams walked his first time up. Houston 4-0 over Kansas City. In the New York matchup, obviously here is 2-1. Milwaukee and the Dodgers are still scoreless in the top of the 5th. Phillies 3-2 over the Dodgers in the bottom of the third. I should have wrote down the years of the teams. 2000 Mets 2-0 over St. Louis. And in the all St. Louis, Missouri battle, the 67 Cardinals, I believe, are up 3-0. The pitch to Bernie Williams. Williams, oh, he had a pitch to grip and rip, a hanging breaking ball, and he pops out to Dugan at third. 2 outs, base is empty for Tino Martinez, trying to keep the inning alive. Pipgras deals quickly to Tino, who grounded out. He's 0 for 1. He reached for that one, flies to center. Combs squeezes it. The side is retired. Top of 4, 2-1, 28 Yankees. Pat Collins will lead things off for the 28 Yankees. He homered in his first at-bat off the Rocket. Clemens to Collins. This time, strike 3. Clemens gets his revenge, blowing the fastball right by Collins. 1 out, base is empty. Designated hitter for the 28 Yankees, Benny Benhoff. Benhoff grounded to Brocious, 0 for 1. Posada wiggles the fingers. Clemens nods his head. The leg kick and the delivery to Benhoff. Strike 3. Clemens looks to strike out the side, keep it a 1-run deficit. He'll have to face Earl Combs, who's 2 for 2 off the Rocket. Posada sets up inside, looking to jam the left-handed Combs. The pitch from Clemens to Combs. He jammed him. That ball's chopped to second. Now blocked to Martinez. Side retired. Good job by the Rocket. We go to the bottom of the fourth. 2-1, 28 Yankees. Jorge Posada will lead things off for the 2000 Yankees. He's 0 for 1 with a grounder. Switch hitter batting lefty. Collins goes through the signs. Pipgras quickly nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Posada. Posada Grounds it towards second. It's going to be a bang-bang play as Lazzeri's deep in the hole. He spins, he pivots, he throws to first. Nice play by Lazzeri and Gehrig. Wonderful stretch by the Iron Horse. One down. Ricky Laday singled his first time up. The pitch to Ricky. Flies to center. He reached for a high one. Combs makes the play. 2 away. Base is empty. 2 outs. Scott Brocious is 1 for 1. His one hit was a single. Brocious in the right-hander's batter's box. Pipgras is ready. He deals to Scotty Brocious. Brocious grounds back to Pipgras, who tosses to Gehrig. 1, 2, 3 go the 2000 Yankees. We go to the top of the 5th. It's a pitcher's deal here in New York. 2-1, 28 Yankees. Mark Koenig to lead things off. Koenig is 0 for 1 with a sac bunt. Switch hitter batting lefty. Clemens. He nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Koenig. Chopper towards Martinez. It's going to be a tough play. Possible error on Tino. He's very solid at first. He makes the play. Unassisted as he tags out Koenig. 1 down. George Herman Babe Ruth 1 for 1. A walk and a single. Just missed a homer in his first at-bat. Does have a ribby. The pitch to the Sultan of Swamp. Clemens fires it in. And Ruth turns on that fastball, rips it to right for his second hit. O'Neill fields it, throws it back into Knobloch. 1 out, 1 on for the Iron Horse. Lou Gehrig has flown twice to center, and Bernie Williams. Jeter, Knobloch, Martinez, Brocious, all looking to turn 2 in the Yankee infield of 2000. Clemens peeks to first, now in towards the plate. Slide step to Gehrig. Gehrig singles to right. Ruth hits second and goes to third. O'Neill's throw is cut off. First hit for the Iron Horse. 28 Yankees threatening once again. They have a 2-1 lead with 1 out. Runners on the corners in the top of the 5th. Bob Musil has lined to short and walked. Clemens looking for the double play ball off the bat of Musil. The pitch to Musil. That is an 8. The only play is the force at second. Scoring from third is Ruth. Gehrig went in hard, upending Knobloch. 3-1, 28 Yankees. Musil will get a ribby there. 2 outs. Musil at first will be off on contact. Tony push him up Lazzeri. 0 for 1 with the walk. Clemens to Lazzeri. Lazzeri singles to left. Musil holds at second. Clemens in a bit of a pickle here. Joe Dugan looking to really do a number on Clemens. 2-run lead for the 28 Yankees. Dugan's 0 for 2. The pitch to Dugan. Clemens bears down. Dugan grounds to Clemens, who goes to Martinez. Side retired. However, the 28 Yankees put up another digit in the top of the 5th. They now lead 3-1 over the 2000 New York Bronx Bombers. Trailing by 2, Shane Spencer will lead things off for the 2000 Yankees. Singled in his first at-bat. The pitch to Shane. Flies to left. Musil goes back a bit. Makes the catch. 1 down. Top of the order, Chucky Knobloch 0 for 2. Pipgras is ready to work. Pitch homeward bound to Knobloch. Knobloch had a pitch to grip and rip with that 6 roll on the red, but pops out instead to Dugan. Over anxious. 2 away. That'll bring up the Yankee captain, Derek Jeter. He's 0 for 2, a strikeout and a ground out. Jeter awaits the Pipgras offering. Here it is. Jeter swings, hits it to the right side. Lazzeri dives, and once again, it's off his glove. That's where that poor range comes in with a 4. Jeter keeps the inning alive. Tying run comes to the plate in Paul O'Neill. O'Neill did have 18 home runs in reality in 2000. So far in this early season, a homer and 5 ribbies. The pitch from Pipgras to Paulie. O'Neill with a 21. Lines it to Musil in left. As he went the opposite way, side is retired. Jeter stranded at first. We go to the top of the 6th, 3-1, 1928 Yankees. Houston has jumped out to a 6-1 lead over Kansas City. They're still scoreless in the top of the 7th, Milwaukee and the Dodgers. 6-2, the 80 Phils over the 2017 Dodgers, I believe.
Now let's head out to Philadelphia for a replay update.
Yep, so we're correct there.
Let's join the action in
No score
Los Angeles.
in Los Angeles between the 58 Braves and the 63 Dodgers.
Now an update
Houston
from
having their
Kansas
way. 2017 Houston having their way with the 1980 Royals 6-1.
And now let's get an update
Mets
from New
of
York.
2000 6-0 over the 28 St. Louis Cardinals. In the Battle of Missouri, St. Louis versus
Let's
St.
head out
Louis.
to St. Louis for a replay update.
The 67 Cards 3-1 over the 1930 Cards. Let's get back to our game.
Now back to New York.
And let's make sure it's AI. You have to always do this when you do that. AI versus AI. So Clemens will face Collins, trying to keep it a 2-run deficit. Collins has homered and struck out. Feast or famine for Pat. The pitch to Pat Collins. Clemens missed the inside corner. Collins draws the free pass. Benny Benhoff steps to the plate. Grounded out, struck out. Corners playing in, looking for the bunt. Benhoff swings the stick, grounds it to Brocious, on to Knobloch. No double play, though. Knobloch eats the ball, so there's a force out at second. 1 out. Benhoff at first. Top of the order, Earl Combs. Combs is 2 for 3. 2 singles and a ground out. Yankees hope to turn 2 off the bat of Combs. Clemens peeks to first, now looks in at Posada. Slide step to the plate, and Earl Combs. Combs. Swing and a miss, down and away. Clemens has now struck out 3 today in 5 2/3 innings. 2 outs, 3-1 28 Yankees. Benhoff will be off on contact. Here's Mark Koenig, the pitch to Koenig. Koenig. Swing and a miss. He chased high and in. Side retired. Bottom of the 6th. 2000 Yankees trail 3-1. Leading off the inning for the 2000 Yankees, Bernie Williams. Williams 0 for 1 with a walk. Pipgras has only given up 1 run on 5 hits. The pitch from George Pipgras to Bernie Williams. That ball's hit to the right side and Lou Gehrig. It's going to be a bang-bang play at first. Gehrig makes the play, leading Pipgras to the bag beautifully for out number 1. 1 out, base is empty for Tino Martinez. Martinez 0 for 2, a ground out and a fly out. Collins sets the target, the pitch to Tino. Martinez, 2 hopper to Koenig at short, fires a strike to Gehrig, 2 away. It'll be up to Jorge Posada to keep the inning alive. He's 0 for 2. Pipgras nods his head. The windup and the pitch to Jorge Posada. Posada doubles over the head of Musial to left. Clutch 2-out double. Posada keeps it alive for Ricky Leday. Leday 1 for 2, a single. He's also flown out to Cobes in center. Ricky Leday did have 9 homers, so he has decent pop in 2000. The pitch to Ricky Leday from Pipgras. Strikes him out. Caught him looking on the breaking pitch. The 2-out double doesn't hurt. Posada stranded at second. We go to the top of the 7th. In the Battle of New York, it's the 28 Yankees 3, the 2000 Yankees 1. Clemens will face Babe Ruth for a 3rd time. He has not retired the Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT, yet. Ruth has walked and singled twice. He does have a ribby. Ruth digs in that left-hander's batter's box. The pitch from the Rocket to the Sultan of SWAT. Ground ball back to Clemens. He'll retire Ruth this time as he throws to first. 1 out. Lou Gehrig is 1 for 3. He singled in his last at bat. Prior to that, 2 flyouts to Bernie Williams in center. The pitch to the Iron Horse. Clemens jams it. That ball's hit to the right side. Tino Martinez, tough play there. Can he make it? He does. He'll take it to the bag unassisted. He knocked it down, calmly picked it up, went to the bag, stepped on it. 2 away. Gehrig goes back to the bench. Base is empty for Bob Musil. Musil looking for his first hit. He does have an RBI and a ground out to Jeter at short. Clemens rocks and deals to Bob Musil, right-handed batter. Swing and a miss. Clemens overpowers him. We go to the bottom of the 7th. 1928 Yankees 3, the 2000 Yankees 1. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever go back, for it's root for the home team. If they lose, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's quickly go around the league. In the bottom of the 6th, in Kansas City, the 2017 Astros 6, the 1980 Royals 3. Move on to Los Angeles, where the Dodgers of 63 have just taken a 1-0 lead. Runners on first and third over the 58. Braves, but Hank Aaron is at the plate. Let's stay with this game for a moment. This is a big moment. 1-0, 1 out. Bruton is at third. I don't think that's the way you pronounce that gentleman's name. Matthews at first, hammering Hank Aaron at the plate. Ed Roebuck on the mound. And let's make sure it is PC versus PC. Let's see if Hank Aaron can do something here. So we're getting a little look in at another game. Ed Roebuck to Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron's hitless. He's grounded into a double play. Grounded to the pitcher and shortstop. 0 for 3. The pitch to Hammer and Hank. This will be another double play to end the inning. It's going to go Gilliam. No! Wow! He went to the plate. So Gilliam went to the plate. They got the lead runner. Bruton with the tag at home. Johnny Roseborough applies the tag. That would have been, I think that might have, I guess, were they playing halfway? I didn't check that. Or in. So they get the runner at the plate. We'll stick with this. 2 outs, 2 on for Wes Covington. Covington's got popped. 24 homers. Roebuck looking to try to wiggle out of this and keep the Dodgers up 1-0. The pitch to the left-hand batting Wes Covington. He's going to strike him out. So Roebuck does his J-O-B. So there's a little look in. The 63 Dodgers maintain a 1-0 lead as we go to the bottom of the 8th. And we will leave this game now. We're going to go back to our game. Looks like there's a runner at first. So we go back to our game. Spencer's at first. I don't know what he did. I guess we could find out, but he's at first. Knobloch at the plate. 28 Yankees looking to turn 2. There's 1 out. Pipgras nursing a 2-run lead, 3-1. Bottom of 7. The pitch to Chucky Knobloch. And he's hit by the pitch. Spencer goes to second. Knobloch looked like he leaned into that one. He's at first. Pipgras complaining about the armor Knobloch is wearing near his elbow and arm. Tying runs on for Derek Jeter. Jeter singled in his last at-bat. Prior to that, grounded out and struck out. The pitch to the Yankee captain, Derek Jeter, from George Pipgras. And he's going to strike out. Inside corner. Jeter doesn't like the call. Excellent job of Collins framing the pitch. 2 outs, 2 on. Paul O'Neill has singled, struck out, and lined to Musil in left. So he's 1 for 3. Spencer at second. Knobloch at first. They'll be off on contact. The pitch to Paulie O'Neill. Grounds it to Koenig, who fires to Gehrig. The Yankees of 2000 threaten again, but fail to score. We go to the top of the 8th. 3-1, 28 Yankees. Tony Lazzeri will lead things off against Roger Clemens. Lazzeri's had a little difficulty at second today, diving at a couple of balls and letting them go into right field. He's 1 for 2. He's flown to right, walked and single. Clemens is ready. He deals to Tony, push him up Lazzeri. Swing and a miss. Another K for the Rocket Man, though he trails in this game. That is the 6th strikeout for Clemens in this game, 9 on the season. Clemens deals quickly to Joe Dugan, who's hitless. Grounds back to Clemens. Tosses the first, 2 away. Clemens on fumes. He's a B grade now. They're going to try to get Clemens through the top of the 8th, trailing by 2. Pat Collins has homered off Clemens, struck out and walked. Clemens asks for a new baseball. Posada gets it from the umpire, tosses it out to Clemens. Clemens is ready. The pitch to Pat Collins with 2 outs. Collins grounds it to third. Brocious across the diamond to Martinez. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 3-1, 28 Yankees. 2000 Yankees trail by 2. George Pipgras, 1 run on 7 hits. Clemens, 3 runs on 7 hits. Bernie Williams is looking for his first hit. He has walked though. 0 for 2. The pitch to the switch-hitting Bernie Williams, batting lefty. Williams swung at a pitch high and away, sends it to center. Combs makes the catch, 1 down. Pipgras looking very strong. Tino Martinez looking for his first hit or on base. Yankees of 2000 have to get a run around to bring the tying run to the plate. The pitch to Tino Martinez. Martinez pops it up, right side. He got jammed. Lazzeri calls for it. 2 down. Posada doubled in his last at-bat. Prior to that, grounded out twice. He's 1 for 3. Pipgras to Posada. Strike 3 looking. Excellent job by Collins framing it. We go to the top of the 9th. 3-1, 28 Yankees over the 2000 Yankees. They elect to stick with Clemens. Again, I don't control... Oh, you know what? Actually, I am incorrect. I have to do this. I was actually controlling both teams. Let's see what they do here. And there goes the switch. So, Jeff Nelson comes in the game. That's the only thing when you're doing a simulcast, even if you're playing as a team or you're just doing what I'm doing, calling the game, anytime you go to a game, you have to remember to click on the AI for both teams. So Jeff Nelson comes in the game. He's thrown an inning so far in this league, given up 1 run, struck out 1. Overall, Jeff Nelson had a 2.45 ERA, 8-4, no saves, a whip of 1.28. Nelson to Benny Benhoff. Nelson's a righty. Blows that ball right by Benhoff. That's a strikeout. 1 out. Deals quickly to Earl Combs, who's 2 for 4. Combs hits it to Jeter. Jeter backhands it. Fires to Martinez, 2 away. Nelson wants that ball. Mark Koenig steps in, the left-hander's batter's box, switch hitter. Now he calls for time. Nelson doesn't like it. Koenig steps back in the box. Nelson glares at Koenig. Pitch homeward bound to Koenig.
Ball 4. Take the race.
He walks Koenig. It says pitcher is W, so that means he's, I would believe, slightly wild. So that's a walk. That walk keeps the inning alive for George Herman, Babe Ruth. Will they switch Nelson? No. He'll pitch to Ruth. That ball's gone. Ruth crushes that ball to right center field. They probably should have switched Nelson out. George Herman, Babe Ruth missed a homer early in the game. Well, he didn't miss this one. It's now 5-1, 28 Yankees. A crush shot to right center field. Nelson challenged him with a fastball in the Salt in the Swamp. George Herman, Babe Ruth, the Bambino. It's not called the house that Ruth built for nothing. Jacks it out of the ballpark. 5-1, 28 Yankees. And now Joe Torre takes out Nelson. Mike Stanton comes to the game for the lefty-lefty matchup, and he'll have a benefit on the 5 column, so that's the control column. Gehrig has 1 hit in 4 at-bats. The pitch to Gehrig from Stanton. Strikes him out. 2 outs, base is empty for Ricky Leday. Oh, that's 3 outs, excuse me, my faux pas. We go to the bottom of the ninth, 5-1 28 Yankees. Pipgras looking to go the distance and get another win. We will move to Milwaukee and the Dodgers if it's still going on, as they're 1-1 in the top of the 10th. The pitch to Ricky Ledee. Ledee strikes out. Pipgras wants the ball back quickly. Scott Brocious, 1 for 3. One hit was a single. Brocious singles to left. Yankees need to get runners on. 1 out, 1 on. Shane Spencer, 2 hits. Ribby is also flown out to left. He's 2 for 3. This pitch to Spencer. Spencer works a walk. Pipgras struggling here. Brocious to second on the free pass. 1 out, 2 on. Chuck Knobloch is hitless. He was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. He has a lot of armor on that arm that hangs out over the plate, and Pipgras is not happy with that. Collins sets up inside. The pitch to Knobloch. Knobloch sends it out to center. Combs on the move. He should have a good chance of making it. He's going to go into the dive. And he can't get it. He can't get it. Brocious hits third, and they will hold him. The bases are juiced. We've got a ball game here, folks. Tying run comes to the plate, and Derek Jeter. Will the 28 Yankees stick with Pipgras? No place to put Jeter. 1 out. Brocious at third. Spencer at second. Knobloch at first. Jeter at the plate. He struck out, grounded out, single, and struck out. Double play ends it here for the 28 Yankees. Quick word from Pat Collins. Now back behind the plate. Collins squats down, sets the target. The pitch to the Yankee captain, Derek Jeter. Jeter, 2 balls. This could be a walk here. Nope, stays at 2 balls. Base is still loaded. Jeter steps back in the box. Rinse and repeat. Pitch homeward bound to Jeter. This time that's a walk. So Pipgras coming apart with a 4-run lead. It's now dwindled to 3. Jeter picks up a ribby on the bases loaded walk. As Brocious scores, Spencer to third, Knobloch to second, Jeter at first. Winning run comes to the plate with 1 out. Paul O'Neill. O'Neill does have a single. The pitch to Paulie, looking for the win. That ball's hit to Lazzeri. Off his glove. Spencer scores. Knobloch hits third. And they put the brakes on him. 2,000 Yankees making a charge here. It's now 5-3. 28 Yankees. And that's it for George Pipgras. We'll see more comes in the game. DeRocher will come in at short. Gazella in at third. So changes all around. DeRocher, 2 range, so he has a better range, but he has a 16 error. I don't think I would have done that. Which means anything higher than a 16 is an error. Gazella, 3 range, 35 error at third. So we'll see more. Has pitched an inning and a third. He's given up a hit, no runs, and he's walked 1. In reality, in 1928, Will Seymour was 4-4 with 3 saves, even though they didn't record saves then. They must have went back and looked. Bernie Williams, the winning run is at first, Paul O'Neill. Those 2 runs loom large in the top of the 9th for the 28 Yankees now. Pat Collins has a word with Will Seymour after the warm-up tosses, sets the defense. Defense double play depth in the infield. Collins sets the target. The pitch to Bernie Williams. No, they're still making substitutions. Durst will go into left. Line drive towards the gap. Durst, can he make the catch? No! This game's going to be over. Knobloch, Jeter, O'Neill hits third, and they're going to hold him. We're knotted at 5. So Cedric Durst is immediately tested by Bernie Williams. Williams rolls the 66. It's a double. Past the dive of Durst. quickly got up. It didn't roll too far by him. He's able to get it in and hold the winning run at third. What a comeback for the 2000 Yankees. I would sense Mariano Rivera. Well, no, because if they score, it's over. Tino Martinez for the win. One out, infield in, outfield in. Tino can win it. The pitch to Tino. Single to right. This ball game is over. Tino Martinez singles off Wilcie Moore. The 28 Yankees collapsed in the bottom of the ninth. They had a 5-1 lead. They give up 5 runs to the 2000 Yankees. The big hits by Bernie Williams, Tino. Well, everyone had a big hit. But the winning hit, Tino Martinez, he singles to right. Trotting in from third for the win is O'Neill. The 2000 Yankees come all the way back to defeat the 1928 Yankees 6-5. Let's quickly go to Milwaukee. Wow, we've got another, well, that's our game there. The 5-5 is now 6-5, game over. We'll come back for the box score in a moment. But let's go to the one game in progress that still means something. 2-1, top of the 11th. We go to, actually Los Angeles, excuse me. Let's go AI versus AI. So a little bonus baseball on the Al Red Sox channel. This is PC Replay Baseball, if you don't know what it is. Really fun game. A lot of times I roll my own dice and just punch them in. But sometimes when I do broadcasts, I just click on it. So Milwaukee is up 2-1. They've scored a run in the 11th. No outs. Johnny Logan at the plate. Let's go. Box score. Play by play. Let's see what happened there. Joe Adcock homered to lead off the top of the 11th. Thus, the 2-1 lead. Back to the ballgame. Rowe to Johnny Logan. No outs. Rare play. Possible rare play. No, that's going to be a dribbler to the mound. Rowe will field it. And he's going to beat it out. No, he's out. Excuse me. It had to be lower. Right, because Johnny Logan had to be a 3 or lower. Rowe shuffles it to Fairley for the first out here in the top of the 11th. So bonus baseball. Carl Swatowski's up. The pitch to Swatowski. Left-handed batter facing the right-handed hurling Ken Rowe. Shallow fly ball to center. Davis comes in. 2 down. Warren Spahn. Do you keep Spahn in? He's only given up 1 run. Spahn hit .333. You keep him. No, they're going to take Warren Spahn out. I guess he's tired. Did pitch 10 innings, excuse me, not 11. Harry Handbrink will come into pinch hit. He only batted .188. Rowe deals quickly to the left-hand batting Handbrink. Handbrink pops out to Gilliam. We go to the bottom of the 11th. Bonus baseball here. The 58 Braves 2. The 63 Dodgers 1. The Braves making a defensive substitution. Pafko will go in to left field. So Pafko, 4 range, which is very good. 3 arms, 66 error. He doesn't make errors. So they make the defensive substitution here. Dodgers need 1 to win. 1 to tie, 2 to win. Don McMahon, I believe that's how you pronounce that. McMahon. He pitched for the Red Sox also, I think in 66, out of the pen. So Don McMahon looks to save it for the Braves. Fairley will lead it off. So it's going to be Fairley, Spencer, and Moon if there's no pinch hitters. Fairley has doubled, grounded out twice, and walked, so he's 1 for 3. Fairley had 12 homers in 1963. McMahon to Fairley. Ground ball to Joe Adcock, who homered to give the Braves a lead. Easily takes it to first, 1 down. Braves 2 outs away from a comeback victory. Darryl Spencer at the plate. Spencer 0 for 1 on the season. The pitch to Spencer. And he's hit by the pitch. McMahon tried to move him off the plate. He hits him. Tying run at first, winning run at the plate. Monobrow, Wally Moon. Moon batting .250, no ribbies, no homers. Did have 8 home runs in actuality in 63. Double play ends the game. McMahon rubs up the baseball, back up on the perch, looks in, nods his head. The pitch to Wally Moon. That's a 20 to first, and it's off the glove of Adcock. He made a dive at it, goes into right. Oliver came in to pinch run. They'll hold him at second. Tying run at second. Oliver is a 4. That's good, very good. Moon is about average. He's a 3. That's the winning run in Moon. Lee Walls steps to the plate. Walls batting .167. If you have a pinch hitter, you want to use it now. Let's make sure it's AI versus AI. Okay. Here's the pitch to Lee Walls. Rare play possibility. Let's see what it is. Interference! Interference! It's a double play that ends the ball game. Interference. Logan gloves the ball and flips to second base for the force out, but Moon's hard slide prevents the relay to first. Umpire rules offensive interference. Moon sliding out of the baseline, declaring both him and the batter out. So there is controversy here in Los Angeles. The Braves come back to defeat the 63 Dodgers 2-1 in a lot of controversy as the umpire rules offensive interference, saying Moon slid out of the baseline to take out Red Shane Dean, preventing him from turning 2. They give the double play, and the game is over. So a wild finish here in Los Angeles. Let's go back to our game. Well, might as well go here and just watch the end of this game. The Royals are getting trounced by the 2017 Astros 14-3. We'll just watch the end of this misery. Again, this is simulcast. Pretty cool. Chamberlain on the mound. That's a fly out to Otis, 1 down. So Marwin Gonzalez is retired. That's out number 3, excuse me. Out number 3. We're to the bottom of the 9th. Frank White to lead things off against Usher Tolliver. Tolliver to White. White does have a single, and he's going to fly out deep to left. Reddick makes the catch, former Red Sox, 1 down. Willie Wilson has a single. He's also struck out twice and ground out. He's 1 for 4. The pitch to the speedy Willie Wilson. Wilson flies out to Reddick. He reached for that ball. So there's 2 down. It's up to UL Washington. Do you really want a 14-3 game to continue, UL? Tolliver to Washington. That will drive a manager insane, a huge lead, and you walk the guy. George Brett has homered today. He's also struck out twice and ground out. The pitch to Brett. Flies out to Reddick. This ball game is over. The 2017 Astros crush the 1980 Phillies 14-3. Let's go back to our game. What a tremendous game that was, as the 2000 Yankees come back with 5 runs in the bottom of the 9th to win 6-5. Your MVP in that game. Let's close that. Let's give you this screen for... No, I don't want... I want to go here. Ballpark. No, it's not going to let me go back that way. All right, we'll do it this way then. So the 2000 Yankees are 4-2. The 28 Yankees dropped to 3-3. Your MVP of the game, they gave it to Babe Ruth. I don't like to give MVPs of a game to a losing team, but let's see what Ruth did. I mean, he was effective, but Ruth, well, he knocked in 3 runs. He singled in a run. He had a 2-run homer. He was 3 for 4. Yeah, I guess you could give it to him. It was more of a group effort for the 2000 Yankees. For the 28 Yankees, who had, again, a 5-1 lead going into the bottom of the 9th and blow it, Earl Combs was 2 for 5 with a run scored. He struck out once. Mark Koenig, 0 for 3 with a run scored, a walk, and a strikeout. Leo DeRocher came in to play defense at short and at bat. Babe Ruth, the Bambino, 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, 3 ribbies, and a walk. MVP in a losing effort. Lou Gehrig, 1 for 5 with a strikeout. Bob Musil, 0 for 3, had a ribby, a walk, and a K. Durst went in to play left, missed that dive that allowed a double. I think it was to Bernie Williams in the last inning. Tony Lazzeri, 1 for 3 with a walk and a strikeout. Lazzeri had a tough time at second. 3 balls got by him due to his range into right. Gazella came in to play third. Dugan was 0 for 4. Gazella did not hit. Collins, the catcher, hit a home run. He was 1 for 3 with a ribby, a walk, and a strikeout. The DH Benhoff, 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Pipgras and Moore pitched to not hit. Obviously, there's a DH. When you play in the teams, if you play, the way this league is set up, if you play a home game where a DH existed during that time period, a DH is used. Had the 2000 Yankees played had the 28 Yankees been the home team, there would be no DH and the pitcher would have to hit. Chuck Knobloch was 1 for 4 with a run scored. Derek Jeter was 1 for 4 with a run scored, a ribby, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. Paul O'Neill had 2 hits in 5 at-bats, a run scored, a ribby, and a strikeout. Bernie Williams, 1 for 4. He doubled in 2 runs in the bottom of the 9th. Tino Martinez, the game-winning single, 1 for 5 with a ribby, a walk-off single. Posada, 1 for 4. Ricky Leday, 1 for 4 with a run scored. And Leday struck out twice. Posada struck out once. Brocious was 2 for 4, a run scored with a K. Spencer, 2 for 3, a run scored, a ribby, a walk. Clemens, Nelson, and Stanton all pitched. Let's get the pitchers. Pipgras, look, he was cruising along, 8 1/3, and then all poop broke loose. He went 8 1/3, 10 hits, 6 runs. They were all earned. He takes the loss. 3 walks, 7 Ks. Will Seymour blew the save. Gave up 2 hits. Allowed the winning run to score, though the loss again charged at Pipgras, as he inherited those runners more. Roger Clemens went 8 innings. Gave up 3 runs. They were all earned. Walked 4, struck out 6, and gave up a homer to Collins. Jeff Nelson, 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 2 runs, both earned, a walk, and a strikeout. His ERA is now 16.20. Stanton gets the win out of the pen. He pitched to 1 batter, got him out. And that ends our games. So that was a simulcast. So I'd like to thank Smelly Wrestling Geek, VL123, who was here earlier, Sports Time Machine, the Cubs, the Bears, and Pesky Pole. So we did the simulcast. Our game, which is on the channel, which you now see, was a great game. We broadcast it prior night, a couple of nights ago. We came back to win. Oh, it's over here. I'm sorry. We came back to win 5-4. That was a really fun game. In this league, again, I manage the 67 Red Sox. So thank you very much. If you enjoyed the stream and you'd like, hit that like button. Always greatly appreciated. Check out the other wonderful content creators in our community. Stay safe. Be smart. If you haven't subscribed and you want to, please do so. Hit the bell for notification when we go live. Treat people the way we want to be treated. There's enough poop in the world, and we try not to do it in our community. Though it does happen at times. We're not perfect. So, thank you once